Hello, everyone. I'm gonna wait a little while, see if someone come on here. But even if they don't, okay, everyone. Glovies. I had came up with a name for my channel, and it's gonna be called Ohanas. Okay, and if you don't know what that is, it means family. So Ohanas. My granddaughter gave me that name because my other channel, which is Mona's Vegan Lifestyle, is I was gonna say pearls. I always say diamonds and pearls, but anywho, it's Jules, JEWELZ. That's what I call my subscribers. Sorry, y'all, I'm talking and trying to get this over here. Okay, again, Ohanas is my subscriber's name on this channel, which means family. And the other one, which I have another YouTube channel, which is Mona's Vegan Lifestyle. For those of you who don't know, I say this time to time, but really this is to focus. This channel is basically me and my grandchildren, okay? And I'm a grandmother of five. And what I'm on here doing is cleaning my bathroom, okay? I just took a shower. I should have did it the other way around, but that's okay because I'm not funky now. No, I'm just playing. So the cleaners I'm using is this. I love the way it smells. I bought this at the dollar 25 Century, and it's $3. Okay, smells amazing. This doesn't matter if it's Comet or Ajax. For the stool, this toilet or whatever, and then I'll add this, and then I add some of this for the stool, and the tub is for what is it, scum or scam? Scum, yeah, scum. Ooh, I say scam. That's CAM. I know I spell scum. I was talking too fast. Okay, and then this. And sometimes a little bleach, but today I'm not doing all that because I ain't trying to set up no explosion in here. So I'm cleaning my sink right now, approximately. And then afterwards, not on the live though, on the floors because I just did them, but I'm gonna mop them again because hey, I like for it to smell good in here. So all the stuff that I'm using, I put right here on the floor until I get ready to leave because I might need some more. Y'all, I spit bars from time to time too. If you didn't know, now you know, baby. So, how is everyone doing? Today is Thankful Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and let me tell you, I am thankful. I need to get some more tape. I have to put some tape on this. You know how you have the hot and red, hot and cold, but it's red and blue. That's what I'm trying to say. On the thing, I'm so excited. I talk fast sometimes, and I'm sorry if y'all say, what the hell is she saying? But I cleaned it up pretty good. I'm being real. I know you're supposed to edit. I'm not editing nothing right now because everything I want to do, I want it to be authentic, real, and natural. So if I make a boo-boo along the way, meaning a mistake, not boo-booing on myself. Now, one thing you won't find too much on my channel is a lot of cursing. If I get mad, I might say hell, damn, rarely, okay? Because I try to make an example for my grandchildren. And even if I did make an example for them, I make an example for me because I ain't gonna let nobody take me out of my character. Do you understand? This is the letter F, the beginning of my name. On here is grandmother of five. Okay, this is my YouTube channel's name, and my YouTube followers or subscribers is Ohana, meaning family. So if you hear me say that, you are family. Okay, my granddaughter told me that because, like I said, I already have one from my other channel. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to the tub in the shower area. Okay. And my toilet, no, I don't use a rag for that area, the same that I use for my sink or anything. No. So I'm saying all that to say, even if I do, I throw it in the garbage. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Come on now. Where did you do that at? I had already sprayed my tub area before I got on the live. And I have in here some dishwashing liquid, Ajax, some of that, what is that called? Foaming bathroom cleaner? Yes, it's some of that. So, and you know, most, I'm gonna spray some more over here. Most Ajax and Comets have bleach in it too, so you have to kind of watch sometimes because that's gonna be potent. I'm saying like that type of potent. But I'm having a pretty good day. My big girl Gary come in here and take her bath. I'm trying to get her in the, and I'm not trying to be like personal with it, but it's true. And get down to the nitty gritty and nothing inappropriate. So I'm trying to get her to where, and I'm just keeping it ready. But she don't have to need me to tell her to take a bath or a shower, but she likes baths. So, like if we're on our way going somewhere, and she didn't take one the night before, which in fact, get yourself up. Like when school start, I don't believe in that getting up in the morning time taking a bath. You're gonna take one at night, go to sleep at a decent time, and I'm cleaning my shower wall. Typically, I take one of those $1.25 mops because I saw this and I clean it. But today, I feel like bending. Meaning, the reason why I do it from time to time, my back bothers me because I was in an accident. But on those good days, and even if it's a bad day, I want to get some exercise. I bend my back. As my mama said, bend your back, bend your back. Her grandkids know that. She tell you to clean. Come on now, y'all young, bend your back. This was like that too now. Oh gosh. I swear this place seems like it's starting to fall apart. It's a nice apartment, don't get me wrong, it's not mine. I just live here, I don't own it, but in the making, and I'm manifesting. God's gonna bless me. He's gonna bless me richly. And I say this on the strength of no. I'm not sitting up here talking about you're gonna bless me because I take care of my grandchildren. No, you're gonna bless me because of the person that He sees that I am. I said all that. And I hope this thing ain't stripped. Okay. All that. Come on now, I just had to make this guy here. But one thing I can't say about this place, I've been in here for 5 years. Let me see. I've been living here 5 years, and I can say my experience, I don't know about nobody else's. People ask me how is it there where I live at. I'm having complaints. And if I do have a problem, I'll let them know. But since I've been here per se, I probably had, just recently actually, somebody, well, you know what, I'm not gonna say it's totally their fault, but it is when you know that a package has been delivered and it's not yours and you can't give it back to the center. And so that's what I experience from time to time. But if that happens, I have to call the person at hand that's delivering it, typically Amazon. And really, I don't have too much problem with FedEx because I pay that delivery signature fee, which is $9.95. I sell jewelry, okay? And so I'm trying to get back into that as well because my pockets is thin, okay? I have a grandchild here, children that I take care of. Why do you say grandmother 5? Just like I just said, I take care of and help and things of that nature. So that's why I said that. Let's see, I got a swipe. Is it going up, whatever? Let me see something here. What is that knife? I have a knife in here. My granddaughter said, Grandma, why you got a knife in there? I said, for my feet. Huh? Your feet that rough? No. But if I do feel like it's rough, I scrub the hell out of it. That's what I said. That's what I mean. Come on. Okay. I'm a jack of all trades, y'all. I try to do as much as I can without asking for help. And I don't know if that's just, it ain't my pride, no. I wouldn't even say that. On that part, I wouldn't. But if it's something simple, I don't feel the need to have to compliment this guy. Like just a few minutes ago, what I had to do was screw. What's my okay? Screw that thing on the. Oh, that's me. Other people using. Okay, what I'm doing now is cleaning the toilet. I don't feel the need to show people the toilet. If it's dirty, of course it's dirty. It's got germs, people use it. So I want to show people the toilet. Sometimes people like to do that type of stuff. That's whatever floats anybody's boat. I ain't against nothing no one do, unless it's, in a violent nature. But you know what? Justice will prevail. That's all I say. And the judgment is upon them, not me. So I try to live my life the way I'm supposed to be. See, y'all, I spit bars again. Didn't even try to. Catch it, Ohanas. That means you're my family. So, I want to put this out there. As I keep stating, I take care of my granddaughter. Raise her, actually. I take care of. There's a different word for that. And she lives with me. And I had experienced something Monday of this week, which is the 14th of August. And I'm saying that because sometimes I like putting dates on stuff. In case somebody said, you said that on that date. And I said, no, I didn't. I got the proof. But anyhow, they do too. So I had went to this place to get some assistance. Let me say that. And then, hey, like everybody's been hollering and screaming at me, not in a bad way, but like telling me to put the bug in my ear, girl, you didn't get help. Well, that particular day, it failed. It was an epic fail, and not on my behalf. And I say why, I'll tell you why. And I'm going to keep saying this because I'm not going to let anyone, because I have in the past, keep trying to bruise or scar or treat me or say anything to me like they feel like they can. No, 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 no. Last time I checked, my mom's in heaven, and I wasn't a hard, rebellion, stiff-necked child, and my dad lived in Kansas. I'm a Kansas native, okay? But I'm not living there. And I'm a respectful person, citizen. Don't do nothing. Don't ask for nothing. But at this particular time, sometime in life, you need help. And that's what it's for. So you need help. And I didn't ask for help. School, when I went to register my granddaughter, said to me, quote, being that you're raising your grandchild, there's help out there for you. And I say this, yes, having kids, your life changes. I know I have 4, okay, but mine is all grown. Because sometimes we got to watch seeing adults. And I'm sorry if I look kind of crazy, but I'm sweating up in this piece. So I'm finished. The only thing I do is I'd like to not take a shower, excuse me. I already took one. Clean that out. After I get finished, I'm gonna run the bath water. This rag is going into the garbage. I said it because even if I don't clean the tub with it, I clean everything else with it when it's dirty to me. So I won't use it again. So I toss it. Going to the garbage. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let the girl just got finished cleaning the tub and stuff. After you get finished taking your bath, I'm gonna mop the floor. I don't want to mop it down so you probably get water on it. And so I'm gonna leave everything. I'm gonna take this stuff and put it up. I'm not mopping it till after my granddaughter get out the tub because for whatever reason, I like for my toilet bowl for stuff to soak before, after, and put more in. Clean it, not just let it sit. So, wait a minute, girl, please. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, baby. I want to make sure I'm up in the living room when you do that. She want to go and check the mails. Hold on, baby. So, as I was saying, I throws my washcloth, wash rag, towel, or whatever you wash your stuff with, right? Okay. That there. Just take off my gloves for a minute until I mop my floors. Now, get this, Ohanas, meaning family. I'm gonna keep saying that from time to time until we get that down. So, after I do my bathroom, I have gloves on, I wash my hands, okay? Soap and water. Soap and water. I wash my hands. I don't care if I have gloves on or not. Sometimes the glove might get a hole in it. Just keeping it real, y'all. I'm a down-to-earth person, okay? So, I'm letting my bathroom kind of, let me dry my hands. Be right with you. Yes, big girl, you can go. Ooh, you can check the mail now. Gosh, I'm trying to phone. You can check your mail and take the trash out, please.
Come away just in case.
Huh?
He come away just in case.
No, You can go out there and come right back in. You'll be fine. Because you know what? I'm having no problem with calling the police. Okay? Just don't say nothing. Go out there and come back in, baby. That's why I'm up in the front room. Okay. Ooh, smells amazing in here, y'all. So I'm gonna turn it around. So thus far, woo, just wash my hands. Have that there. I always keep bleach water in my bathroom, underneath the sink, or on the back of the toilet. Air freshener too. Reason being, I'm a licensed child care provider. For those who don't know, do I have any kids in my care? My grandkids. At the moment, I'm registered. I can get my license back. They haven't been. Okay, be careful, baby. You got the key? Okay, be careful. Grandma here. You better run to the border. Okay. I'm gonna go in my room because when she come back in, she gonna have that TV going, and I ain't trying to be selfish. So, I'm right here. There's this kid out here. That's what I've been so, and I'm gonna say it today, much talking about is bullying. Okay, he, okay, he is a bully. Bully. And that is one of the things that I have been addressing. It ain't just because school. I've been addressing it before school. I'm not a last second, minute, hour person. I like to talk about things beforehand. Okay. Okay. And I am booming. And so I'm on my other phone, and I was responding to a message on oh wow, okay, on my other YouTube channel, okay. And so I say that to say, which is doing amazing. Okay, let me put this up here. Okay. Okay. My face, I clean myself up, alcohol, and I'm starting to think it's stress or either allergies, okay? My granddaughter's just coming in, so she's gonna say something. I know she is. And so I use alcohol, warm water, and ooh, we got a lot of mail, didn't we? Was anybody out there? Thank you.
Like a person, but he was just going inside.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. What's this?
No.
Okay, we got that. We got that. This is not mine's. 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 And mine's. 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 Okay. Wish it was some money. So okay, big girl. I'm on live. You can go back in the living room right quick. But what was you about to say though?
I was gonna say I think I got $100 on Team You. You know that.
That's what. Okay, we'll talk about that later, baby. Okay, we're gonna look into that. Okay, actually, what it is like a discount, baby.
Oh.
Okay. No, I did not say that. These people be. You know what? They took too much off of my car for rent. I'm all over the place, but it's life. I got my granddaughter. She checked my mail, and I just read something. But as I was saying, the little boy, he lives out here, and he's 8, right? Oh, sorry, 8 years old. I made that right there in my bed. Okay, he's 8 years old, and he has these kids. Some of them, not all. I'm not saying, but I know some of my grandkids kind of like afraid to go outside. And that's why I've been talking about bully. And the reason being is my grandson's 11. He threatened to go in the house to get the BB gun. Mm-hmm. And this phone did not do that. Well, you know what? I got something for you, baby. I got to put it back on. I don't know why I took it out. Uh, Let me see right here. Okay, do not disturb. I don't know why I took that off. Okay, and then this one right here I love because I could do it from there. But anywho, he have these kids afraid. Sorry about that. To go outside. He's 8 years old. He threatened them with a BB gun, or yeah, BB gun. And the other day, which I think it was Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. My phone, I slipped off the phone stand. That's why I've been using my tripod, because the other phone it fits perfect, but sometimes I don't be on it. Take turns, and so they came in. No, no, no. We saw my grandson because I have a sliding door coming this way. My daughter, and so we both got up. Okay. I thought you took care of your grandkids. Just because they have parents and they're not able or financially able, let me get that point across. They eat, sleep, drink, clothes. Okay? I don't have to finish that part. I help. I support. Okay? So I say all that. We both got up. I'm 57 years old. I might not know how to run, but I got out that door. Okay? And I went the front, she went the back. Well, come find out, the boy threatened him with a knife. Yes. And this is how you know he had done something, because we was looking for him or his parents, okay? I don't like to approach kids. I want to talk to the parents because I don't want them lying and said I did anything to them. But I will say, could you go and get your mom or whatever, or follow you thus far? Because I don't want no one thinking that, oh, what is she doing to that child? Oh, no, 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 no. So we couldn't find him. So the kids told us where he lived. Same building, different door entrance and out and attached. Okay. I stay down this way, he stay down that way. She knocked on the door. And his brother said, my mom said he can't leave out the house. Okay, he wasn't supposed to leave out the house, period. She must have been at work or whatever. So long story to the short, he threatened with a knife. And so the maintenance guy is my neighbor. He stayed right across the hall from me. And I saw him out walking the dog. And I opened up my sliding door. And I said, you know that little boy named Kendrick? Okay, y'all don't know him, so I say his name. He said, yeah. He told me where they live. Now, we said 2. It's actually 4 because it's on the 2nd floor. Did I spit bars again, y'all? So, I said, okay, in my mind. So I told him what happened. And he told me these words, quote unquote. He said, you know why the swimming pool area is closed down or keep getting closed down or they have to do this to the swimming area? Because the little boy threw some glass in there. He threw rocks and probably something else, because I know they had to drain the whole pool out. Okay. Of course, glass. That's a lawsuit, right? And rocks. And so, to me, why would you let that person and that child still live here? Because the little boy, seriously, I'm so serious. The maintenance guy said his mom get on to him, quote unquote, that was the words, and he get disciplined and punished, but he still do the same thing. Now I'm saying that to say some children, they don't have to do nothing with the parent. You do the best we can as parent. I'm not downplaying no parent unless they just straight out neglecting, abusing their kids and doing some stuff they ain't got no business. And then that's not my place. But I will acknowledge the things that they shouldn't do, okay? Without putting people's name on it, disclaimer. You can't say it's her. You can't say why she don't have him out of daycare, or she probably done did all that before. Probably a single mom. Not saying that the father's a deadbeat dad. He could be done passed away, anything. So we can't always bash a woman or a man for not being in their child's life unless we know the real deal, right? And even if they're not in their life, say for instance, like me, with my grandchildren, that still don't mean that they're bad parents, but they need to get themselves together. And I say that to say, I would rather for myself to take care of my grandchildren than anything to happen to them for instance, neglect, abuse, abuse, country girl I am. And so, and that's why I have stepped up. Actually, I didn't have no choice, okay? So I'm saying that on her defense, because apparently she's a hardworking woman, for what I understand. I never talked to her, but you know, the people that work out here, they know her. And she has constantly problems with this child. Now, this is what I suggest, because like I said, I'm mandated. She probably do. But I feel that she needs to, because he's 8, something for an 8-year-old to be that disruptive, I wouldn't even call it bad, out of the source of being the age that he is to act something deep. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. I can pinpoint a lot of things, but for at 8, anger is one of them. He could be hurt because his father not being in his life, his dad passing away, or just was there and just left, or did something to him. I had babysat this one lady, kids. She had 2 boys and a daughter. This was probably in 2012. Yeah, I believe it was. And she found me on care.com, which is a babysitting site, nanny, housekeeping, etc. Care.com. What you doing, big girl? Okay, baby. Okay. Ain't nothing in the way, right? Okay. Because I'd had stuff in them. And so she don't mess with things anyway. She's old enough, but still, I'm cautious. She found me on care.com and she came and interviewed me. Of course, you put your information on there. Let me see. What you do, how long you've been doing it, reference check, background check, whole 9 yards. She came to my house, interviewed me, and that same day, I watched her 3 kids. I say that to say, one time they spent the night. And I had all the siblings together with no adults around them, but they slept together. They was old enough like to not one, no, 2, 3, 4, 5 year old. I think the youngest one had to have been probably 7, maybe, and then the brothers was older than her. Long story short, she ended up saying that her oldest, I don't know if they all three had the same dad or what. I don't know that, but the oldest cannot ever, unless he, become an adult, that's his choice and decision, be around his dad. Why? She did never ask me, or tell me, I should say, and I didn't ask. That's a little touchy, sensitive situation, right? So I say that's why I was saying about the little boy. There's a lot of things that you can address or point out there and say, but you can't judge a book by its cover if you don't know the title, right? Or the cover. But for him to have that much hostility, rage, anger, that is sad. I'm so serious. A BB gun, I can see kids playing, but you don't play with no BB gun. You don't threaten nobody with no BB gun. And I told my grandson the other day, he was looking at some YouTube channels and they had these different types of, I forget the names, but kids, guns or whatever, blasters or whatever they call them. And now the Nerfs is okay. But I'm saying this to say, some of those guns that I saw looked so freaking real. And I'm like, whoa. I told my grandson, baby, you don't need that. I think the only kind of gun, I wouldn't call it a gun, but it is a gun. Nerf, that's all. Nothing else. No pallet, no BB gun, no nothing. No, nothing. And I explained to him why. He's old enough to know. And nowadays, you got to tell these kids, you cannot treat them like babies anymore. You got to be dead on with the topic of the situation. If they come to you and ask you a question, what is this? Tell them. Don't say, go on over there and sit down. They came to ask you. They should be able to come to you, see, here we go, and ask you or tell you anything. But when you shut down them and not allow them to come to you and address something, where's the trust? They ain't going to be able to trust you. I say this because I've been in that situation as a kid. And I feel bad for the little boy. I don't feel sorry for nobody. I feel bad for him. He's a baby, and for him to be that age and being like that, and not just because of the knife and the BB gun, that's bad. But for what you hear from apartment people, they didn't put, well, the maintenance guy did. He said about the rocks. But the lady at the office, she didn't pinpoint and put the business out there, disclaimer. But she did say, we've had several issues with him. She didn't say what kind. So that wasn't good. That's why I have been talking, bringing up, sharing about people bullying. It has to stop. I don't care if you're an adult or what. I was bullied this week. Yes, I was. And the only thing I was trying to do is get help with my granddaughter for, I was going to say Christmas, for school. That's all. I reported it because I told my kids all the time, don't complain and don't report it. You complain about it, but you brush it up underneath the rug. No, I took myself right into that, because it was around the back or on the side. Yeah, because that would be side. There's the back right there. But anyhow, they said the back, go around to the back. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to just leave. I went in there and told them exactly what that man said to me. And when I went in there, now check this out. If my name was not on that list, and I know it wasn't, but wait till I tell you this. You make an appointment online and you have a time slot that you can be there. Mine was 11:15 to 11:30. I got there at 11:25. I'm not changing the story because it's true and it was written down. And then add your name. Do you have an appointment? Yes. And the time. The lady did not see my name in the system or list or whatever. And I showed her the email that was sent to me, the date and the site I went to, and the slot that I wanted to be seen, the time. She said these words to me. I believe she did this because she believed in me. This is what I said. I wasn't running no game. She said, ma'am, I believe you. She said, proceed around to the back. So when I got to the back, there was another car. And I think due to COVID or whatever, they just kind of like try to have it in order so it won't be so cramped. So they had a person back there, and then they had like a stopping point where you're supposed to wait till they leave out. We pulled up, and when I say we, my son-in-law took me because at first I was going to take a lift. I don't have a vehicle. So I would have went there for nothing. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me wrong on this, one time frame and the price was $13 and something to get there. Wasn't nothing cheaper, and to come back, it might have been another price. Okay? Because they said the peak time when you schedule rides or whatever. So that would have been after lunch. So I'm pretty sure it probably would have went up more. He pulled up. I was on the passenger side. My daughter was in the back of me. There was two other kids on the same row, and there was one in the far back, okay? In seatbelts, by the way, okay? We don't play that. He came to the vehicle on the the driver's side, excuse me, and he said, what's your name? I said, Felicia, that's my name. I'm not going to say my last name, but hey, I can if I want to. That's my name, Felicia. He said, I don't see you on the list. And I said these words to him. I know, sir. I said, the lady in the office instructed me to come around here. She said, I understand he said, I understand what you're saying, but I don't see your name on here. Didn't I already say that? This is what I'm saying to y'all. So I said, okay. He said, wait a minute. And he got the fumbling, the papers, and like he was looking through it or whatever. And I said, you think I will be around here if I wasn't instructed to come around here? So he said, well, I don't know what to tell you. I said, okay. So he was smart. He was loud and rude, disrespectful. My son-in-law, the reason why he did not pull off is because I said, let's leave. I was so quiet and calm, meek with it. He couldn't leave because the man was kind of like not on the vehicle, but his side view mirror probably would have bumped him, and then he would have probably lied to say the man, my son-in-law tried to run him over or something. This is the truth, okay? He said, what's your name? I already hadn't told him this. He asked me again. And what's your address? My daughter in the back of me said, Mom, let's just leave. Well, hell, I'm not driving. I'm just saying. So I said, no, let's leave. Why you want to leave? I asked you for your name. This is how loud he got with me now. Why you want to leave? I asked you for your name and your address. I was going to low you down. This is the words he said. I said, I don't want nothing, sir. I said, I'm going to leave. He said to me, comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification, because, honey, I'm going to tell you something. This woman right here, I'm down to earth. I'm not a boring person, okay? I don't care what people look at and say. I love to have a good time. I love to laugh, and I love people that loves me, and I love people that don't. But I'm gonna tell you this: I don't have to be around nobody that don't care about me and don't love me. I don't have to feel the same way they do. So he said to me, this took me back. Now, the old me, I probably would have cried a little bit and ran my mouth to him. But I am so trying to set an example for my grandkids and myself because I want to be that person. I don't have to give you my strength and power and let you suck the life out of me by the way you are. I worked on myself. I worked on myself in so many ways. And I'd be damned if I let anyone to keep thinking they can talk to me and treat me any kind of way. He said, I see at least 50 of y'all a day. So by this time, my daughter didn't like that. She didn't say nothing to him. My grandson, I mean, not grandson, my son-in-law either. I said, 50 of y'all? I said, okay. So I questioned him on this. I said, 50 of y'all? I said, okay. I left after I said that. Didn't argue, didn't bring up nothing else. But I said a couple of times, I said, 50 of y'all? I went inside the office. The receptionist, there was someone up there, but she told me to come up because they was filling out some papers. And then by this time, there was more people in there. When I got there, it was me, my daughter, a guy, and a woman, and maybe 2 kids. It wasn't packed at all, but it started to have some more people. But like I said, you come in there with appointments, right? The man that was back there with him, I think it was 3 men and 2 ladies. Okay. Not the guy that said, y'all, another guy, he was in there telling someone there was 1, 2, 3, 4 people, 3 people behind the receptionist, and the other lady was standing on the side. He was in there lying and said that I didn't quite hear what he was saying, but I heard him say this. He said there was a lady around there and she was this, that, and the third, and I was the only one, so it couldn't have been no one else. He said that. I said, excuse me, sir. I said, ma'am, this man is lying. I said, he is lying. I did not do anything, say anything, just went back there because I was instructed to do so, and he had a problem because my name was not on the what you call that darn thing, clipboard with the paper. And I shared with him, the lady told me. So I'm saying this to say, if that guy can go in there and lie, why he didn't go in there? Because it was, like I said, there was 5 people, and he could have had sent one in there, but he didn't have to send them because I don't know if he told the other guy to go in there or not, but that man was in there. So I'm saying this to say, and it wasn't no far distance place. You just go in there. It's like a big garage area, and they have clothes and deep freezes and stuff like that in there. And the man could have went right through the door, and it would took him to the office because everything is adjoining. So if my name wasn't on there and you really wanted to know if my name was on there or not, long story to this, why you didn't go in there and ask her? Why did you say all the stuff that you said? Y'all, you know why? Because he wanted me to act belligerent, crazy, a fool, and make it seem like I did this, that, and the third because he works there. He's a volunteer, by the way. And probably would have called the cops because the police station is like right across the street from it. But you know what? If that had happened, next time I'm going to have my phone recorded, okay? I don't know why I didn't do it. I could have pushed record, but I say this to say, my 3 grandchildren was in that car, and with our permission, by their side, because you're not going to coach them to say nothing, but talking to them, I'm in the back, not looking at them, they're not looking at me. Ask them What that man said. My 8-year-old granddaughter said this. She said, that's what our teacher was talking about, how they was with us. She said more, but I'm just keeping it like a little, I could say what I want, but she's 8 years old. She had to experience 4 times with me, 4 different people. Well, no, I take that back. 3 people. The Amazon man, the lady right here in my department, and now this. And the reason why I say that, she wanted to go with me. Can I go with you? Yes, baby. Right here. I had a package coming. I had bought them some things. And they was excited. And I was tracking it, and I saw that it said 2 stops away or whatever. Get out there. I stand on my sidewalk because he went up to the one next to me, different apartment building. And he got in the vehicle. And before he got in the vehicle, I said, excuse me. I don't walk up on nobody. Excuse me. Do you have a package for me? He said, no. Okay. I said, on this stop, it says, next stop, you. That's what it says. Amazon map. I don't know if anybody got that. And it shows you the GPS of where they're at. And it says, next stop or whatever. Sometimes it even have people's names and pictures. And then just recently, there was a lady that delivered my package. And she said, there's a new thing they start and they're going to have you sign. She said, if they hand it to you, outside or at your door, they're gonna have you sign. But if you're not home, they're gonna leave by the door, preferably, unless it's instructed to take it somewhere else. So he got out of the back of the truck, the Amazon guy. I said, do you have a package for me? He yelled at me. He was coming to my area where I was standing. I said, do you have my package, or do you have a package for me in that phase? And he said, no. He looked down at the package. What's your name? So I told him my name. The man had my package. Okay. My granddaughter was 7 at the time. She came in here and told her mom, live here. Okay. That man was mean, evil, and wicked. He yelled at my grandmother. Oh, get this. I don't let sleeping dogs lie, okay? I came in here, reported it. And they swear up and down that man will never come back to my address. Tell me why I was in my room. My daughter came in here and said, my granddaughter said, that's the man that was mean to grandmother. Her grandmother. I said, grandmother. Oh my goodness, my kids, which is her grandchildren, called her grandmother, the grandma. And I called back to report it. That second time, I didn't see him, but he still came to my address. Tell me why I had ordered another something from him, and I had another package coming. And like I said, you could track it. I was standing on my stair entrance way. I wasn't on no sidewalk near the vehicle, in nobody's way. If somebody came through the door, they could walk. I was out the way. He pulled up and he was facing me. So I'm standing in the door and he pulled in. And his vehicle was facing me. He got out of that vehicle, quote, 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 unquote, quote. He said, hi. And he said my name. My heart dropped. I'm not being dramatic. And I said hello. Out of being kind of scared. The moral to the story, why would you have sent that man back to my house after I done complained twice about him being rude, he yelled, he lied and everything. Lied to say he didn't have my package. That's a lie. And he scared my granddaughter. And then he called my name out. Like, nah, I didn't get in trouble type of thing. That's how it was. So that was the second time. The third time was last month. My daughter had ordered all the kids and them some food, and it was DoorDash. It said your order had been delivered. We gets up, we look at the door. Ain't nobody trying to run no game. Came straight in the house and called them, because sometimes you be thinking that they're still in the area and they can bring that person back and show where the food was delivered. I'm just saying, this is what I think. They questioned her and said this, that, and the other, and asked her what she wanted them to do, and credit or send it back out or something like that. So by this time, I went and knocked on the door in the front. There's two tubes. I'm in the back, they're in the front, but they still need to look at the addresses because the address is different in the front than it is the back, and it has letters, okay? Plus, we give point dead on instructions. And I'm going to tell you how I know that. People that comes to my house, I order through Instacart, and I give the instructions, and the one that really followed through with it, they say, whoa, you really gave good instruction. Matter of fact, I had a man to come the other day, last week. He delivered, and he said, you know what, I deliver all the way up in here. And he said, I do not like delivering these apartment places, but he said, I will say this. He said, you gave dead on good instruction. And he said, I thank you for that. Yes, he said that. So I went up front, knocked on the door tight. I just barely like, boom, boom, boom. She must have been standing by the door or whatever. And I said, excuse me, by any chance, was there a delivery here? She said, no. I said, because the people on the phone, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I was just saying it. I didn't say it being rude. I said, they said they delivered the order here. Because they did. She said, what are you insinuating? So call me being maybe a little sarcastic at this point, but respectful. I said, ma'am. I said, my Amazon packages come here. I said, because your doormat, now this is crazy how she said this, showed up as the picture that they sent. When you deliver, all of them don't do their job, but some do. It showed her doormat. And I had proof of this because there was someone else waiting on someone. We sat there. Well, I ended up going out there sitting with her because she told me they was in there. She was waiting on the package. And I said, you know what? She was the neighbor across the way. I said, let me go up here and sit down with her and talk. We sitting on the stairs. I was sitting on the one like coming in. She was sitting on the one like somebody went on the second floor. She was facing the door. Okay. And you can see out the windows or whatever and see if the delivery's coming through the truck, mailman or whatever. I walked off. I said, okay. I said, but before I walked off, I said, your doormat, that's what I said, showed up. She said, what are you insinuating again? Come to find out she was 24 because I reported that too. As I walked off, my granddaughter was with me again. She called me a bitch, a bitch, okay? I came back. I got in her face. That's happened to me before. And it almost gave me a flashback. Because a man called me that. And when he called me that, I defended myself. I said, okay. I said, maybe I am the B word, okay? I know you can cuss on here, but I try my hardest not to, okay? I said, "Ooh, that's a good thing. Maybe I am." So I came in and reported at the office. They have had problems with her too, and they trying to get her out of here. I don't know if she's out of here or not, but they've been having problems. I haven't seen her. She was in there that day that my package came, February the 13th. This is what I'm getting to when I said the Amazon package. It showed her doormat. And I asked the lady at the Amazon when I called to report, because they could see things, they could tell what person delivered, but they can't tell us out of confidentiality, right? I said, could you look at my address and see that doormat that is at my door? And she explained to me the same one that I saw. Okay, ma'am, can you go to, I say, I'm just an example, last month and look at the doormat that was delivered to my door, right? She told me that. I said, that's my door, ma'am. I have notes on my door. I've been having them on since COVID. I done changed them out and put some more up there. Red marker, okay? I have a doorbell. I have my daughter, when I first moved here, she know I like purple. She gave me this door design thing, like a chime. It has a bell or something. I can set it outside, but I want it on my door. It's purple. My doormat is like a blue with greenish and like a burgundy color. Hers is light blue. Mine's is dark, and it has flowers. Mine's don't have flowers. This is mine. I can go right up there and show y'all. Okay. I said, whoa. So I'm saying all that to say, and I'm gonna wrap this up in one nutshell. We don't have to put up with nobody mistreating us. Remove yourself from the situation. The way people is anymore, you can't go and knock on somebody's door and complain, or even not complain, because to me, I see this for me. If I have a problem with someone, I want to call the office. I'm not going to go knocking on your door knowing that you already this type of way and no telling what you may do. Okay? People can look at that peephole. So I'm going to put this tidbit out there. Don't stand in the front of anybody's door. Knock on that door, stand to the side. Don't stand in front of nobody's door because they're looking at the peephole. Knock, not beat, and stand to the side. I just thought of this. And the reason why, it's sad how this world has become. Okay? It's sad how it has become. I had a friend. She was a German. By the way, I lived in Germany for 4 years, okay? But I was in Justice City, Kansas. That's Fort Riley, where military base. My kid's father was in the Army. But he had got out of the Army. He was in the Army Reserves. He did 15 years in the Army, and then he retired from the Army and the Reserves. Army Reserves, excuse me. He went to Desert Storm and everything, okay? A lot of times when you go to war, you come back, they do budget cuts and cut people out and all that. That's just like laying somebody off. You can take the amount of money that they offer, or you could just get out. Who the hell gonna get out and not take what they offer? I don't care if it's $40,000. I want that. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna stay in and you just put me out. No, I have 4 kids. Well, at the time I had 3. I was pregnant with a 4th. She lived in Germany. She was with this guy, and they had been together for 6 years, living together. But his mail was going to up on post, meaning the mail room, okay? Barracks, post, military installation, or whatever you want to call it, okay? He brought her back to the United States. She was a nurse in Germany. She moved into this apartment place not too far from where my kid's father used to live, but it's no longer there because they knocked that building down to build some new ones. He gets her all the way over here and say these words to her. I think we need some time apart. Mind you, he was an African American man and she was German. He left, went to New York. I remember this story just as big as day. This happened in, let me get it right, 1996. 95, 96. 1995 or 6. And how I can remember that we just got there in 94. My kid's father joined the Army Reserves because at the time he just got there. And the best thing he could think of right away until he got a job, he joined the Army Reserves. Smart thinking. We stayed in the hotel with 3 king-size beds. That's just how big it was. It had a stove and it had a refrigerator, not no small one that you have in your house. We stayed there 30 days because we was looking. Ended up living with my sister for 30 days because she was leaving to go to, her husband was in the military too. And she said that we didn't have to give her nothing. Buy her food. Even if we bought, cooked together and all that, she knew. We found a place before she left. Look at God. Then my kid's father ended up getting a job. And he started working at Walmart's at night. Oh, I used to hate that, but it was a job. So I'm not going to be that parent, mom, or woman, or wife to say, I don't want my husband working night shift. Who don't want their husband in bed with them? But he's providing. I ended up getting a job. I was working at the school bus barn. They call it bus barn. I was a para, okay? My sister was a bus driver, school bus driver. She had her CDLs. So he started working at Walmart's, one area, and then he ended up moving to another one to get paid more. And she worked there, the lady that I was talking about, came from Germany. And he introduced me to her. We became friends. She was far from home, and she was real nice. I like people's the custom of people that's in Germany. They're very nice, friendly. Hospitality is through the roof. I loved it over there. That's where I left my happiness at. The last place I can really say that I was truly, truly happy at was in Germany. And I'm so serious. So, and I didn't have no family or no one there. I raised my kids, me and my kids' father. And a lot of times I raised them by myself because he had to go to duty station. He was in the war, Gulf War, Desert Storm. I got pictures. When they come home, they have on the sand color BDUs. Okay. I miss that. He's in heaven, but so the guy that brought her, I'm gonna get back on track, y'all. I had a moment there. Not crying, my eyes just been watering. Yesterday I cried because I meant it. And I was for real, and they came down naturally without me even wanting them to come down. And I said, you know what, let it pour. Check the video out from yesterday. It was alive. I'm just a very honest, open, transparent person. I don't have to lie to no one. If I don't tell you, it's not a lie. If anybody want to know my story, I tell you. I don't have to drag nobody's name down, up, and through there. But the backside of me, I could share it. We all have a story in a book in us. Some is bad, some is worse, some is good, some is not. And so we became friends, me and the lady. I'm back on track. And she worked at Walmart's. He left, went to New York. I said that. Came back. This is why I said the knocking on the door thing. This is where this is coming from. I tried to explain. So somebody said, what is she talking about? When I just said, don't knock, I'm standing in front of the door to the side. This is where this is coming at. And it was an example that I can give for that. He went to New York, came back, knocked on the door, and his wife, I don't know if he was married before or went there to get married, okay? Because like I said, he was living with this woman, but he had to go to work. He was living with her, and his mail was coming on post to the barracks, the mail room, that's what they call it. And she lived off post. She was German, okay? You can live in Germany, you can live on the military installation or on regular housing, okay? I lived military housing. Loved it. His wife was on the side of the door. She bombarded through that woman's door and beat her. He was wrong for that. I don't know why she didn't. She probably did. Press charges and why he didn't go to jail. Because the military, that part, I didn't never know. I understood that part. They don't play with DUIs, DWIs, domestic violence, and cheating, adultery. Cut it. No, they don't play. Do you hear me? She beat that woman so bad, African American woman. I don't care if she was green, black, blue, or green, purple. And I'm about to show you something. She had a scar from here to here, where she cut her. She went to the hospital. I even helped her, and I told her, I said, you need more than just going to the hospital. You need to seek counseling and everything. And so we started going out, when she was starting to be I'm not gonna say a bad person, but she started letting men's or being with men's just because. And I told her, I said, no. I said, you need to go home. She was so nice. She didn't want to go home. I said, you got a family there that loves you. Go home. Before she left, she spent the night, I think, or whatever, before she left, because she was leaving at the house with me, my kids, and my husband. Okay. Cool. She slept downstairs. She wasn't a flirtatious person or nothing. It wasn't no sneaky. I didn't even have that red flag to think anything. I'm just so serious. I never felt that way at all with my kid's father. Never. People can hide things, but no, I didn't even have to have that thought in my head with him. So, when it was time for her to leave, she kept saying she wasn't gonna go. I said, please, I'm pretty much like, my kids liked her. She loved my kids. She was a good person. That was sad what happened to her. I went and told her, I said, go home. So she ended up going home. And she wanted to come back once she went home. Don't do that. The way I'm talking, this is how I said it. Don't come back here. Mm-mm. She gave up so much, but when she got back, because her family owned a restaurant and she was a nurse, and she was working in the restaurant, and she thought, some people think like if you turn your back on your family type of thing, you can turn your back on your family. You left. Maybe they didn't want you to leave, but anywho, and look, probably for a good reason. So, she left, went back, wanted to come back. I said, don't. And she didn't.
And if she did, I never knew about it. Okay, let me say it like that. But I really don't believe she did. People can keep a download thing too, because she knew I would have said, please. I was a true friend to all my friends that I had. I had a friend that I had to apologize to one time, but I was still her friend. But I'm gonna tell you what I did. She was the first friend I could say, but before her, I met this woman because I was babysitting her sons. Her name was Patricia. She named her son, youngest one, Patrick. I never forget this, and there's a story about that too. But anyhow, her husband was in the military. Their last names were Green. I have a good memory. That was so easy. Okay, so when I moved from, me and my kids stayed with my dad until we got to Germany, because when you get to Germany, or before you go to Germany, your husband go. Not saying you can't, but he got to get over there and get signed up, fill out these paperwork, get everything situated for us, the finances, through the military, the whole 9 yard. So when he left, the packers came in our place, packed up all our stuff to ship to Germany. So we didn't have nothing. I had a car. It was a bucket, but it was good. We call it Halloween 3 because it was orange with a black strip. Old. I think it was a Maverick. Had that, and I couldn't drive it on the highway like that, but I can drive it in the city and stuff. I had 2 kids. My son wasn't 3 yet, and my baby was. I had 2 kids at the time. She was about 6, 7 months. But when I ended up going to stay with my dad, my son was about to turn 3 or was 3. And I lived with my dad, I want to say, from September, yes, because it was before Halloween, because I remember me and my sisters and them, we went to Halloween, then we was invited to a Thanksgiving house thing, invited, and then Christmas. So it was October, November, December, January, February. I was living with my dad for 5 months. It was my oldest sister, her daughter, me and my 2 kids, my sister underneath me, her son. She had a baby the same age as my baby, but he was a month older. And so he was born March the 4th. My daughter was born April the 4th. She went to Germany. She left before me, and I left maybe that same month as her or a month after her. That was some good times. Got to Germany in February 1989. Got pregnant. Okay, it's my husband. Found out I was pregnant. I had my daughter in November. But I'm saying this to say, he got us over there on the strength of having to go to talk to the lieutenant, the head people, and he had a friend that he was staying with, and he was married and had 2 kids, but he was cheating on his wife. She ended up going back home, and being that he had a 2-bedroom place, my kid's father, well, my husband, got the approval for us to come. The military paid for it and everything. We did it the right way. So we stayed with him probably a month. Then we got temporary housing. And when I say temporary housing, it was on top of the roof, all the way up. You know what you call those arch things that be on top of houses? I can't think of it right offhand. I watch House Hunter and them building houses and everything. Well, anyhow, we was all the way up there. And when I say up there, I mean up there with no escalators, elevators, or nothing. Stairs. And we didn't have a car. I had 2 kids with one in my belly. Mm. That's where I left my happiness at. So we lived there or stayed there. Oh goodness. Like I said, so I'm gonna say March, cause my baby ended up turning 1. Okay, we stayed with that guy 2 months. May, I want to say, until, oh gosh, probably 3 months. We stayed in the tent, and I was in my other real place that was ours for 4 years because I had my baby, and I was there at the house or the place. I met this woman. My husband went downstairs to wash laundry, and she was down there, and she greeted him, and she said, "I noticed that your wife is pregnant." She had 3 girls and a boy. At the time, I had a son and 2 girls. Now I have 3 daughters and a boy too. Her son was the youngest, mine is the oldest. And she gave me so many baby clothes because she had 3 girls and I ended up having a daughter. I had 2 daughters at the time and a son. And she introduced herself. That's when I started drinking coffee because she used to drink coffee and she used to invite me over. She was such a clean person. Me and her both was clean. I mean, when I say clean, I mean she was clean. And I ain't put no color on it, okay? I said something yesterday. What is a color? What's our color? So I think I'm gonna make that as a short. Um, Became friends. We used to do a lot of stuff together. She would pick me up if she see me walking with my kids. You know, I caught the buses and stuff. I can't rely on everybody to do things with me. I had a car I didn't know how to drive. And this German lady, she was about to teach me how to drive, but it was so old. The car was old. The clutch or something started smoking or whatever. I ended up meeting some other military wives. I remember their name: Liz, June, and Linda. And her name was, well, we call her Kay. And she stayed by me. The other lady stayed in the corner down the way, and the other one stayed in the back, like, and then the other one stayed at another military housing. And I wanted to, have friends. So I was hanging out with them. I started feeling like I was neglecting her. I'm being honest. And I had to get back to myself of saying, you cannot treat people like this. I didn't treat her bad, but I feel like I was neglecting her. And she was the first person that really was there for me. And I was there for her. I had to apologize to her. I told her I didn't mean to make her feel like um, it wasn't that she couldn't come to me and tell me things. It was just that I was spreading my wings and learning to meet other people. That's how I was. And I felt like I did. It's nothing that she said to me. I felt like I was neglecting her as a friend. Now tell me if you wouldn't want me to be your friend, if I can recognize that. Okay? We used to go where they call junking. And every year in Europe or Germany, they have it to where they take a lot of stuff out of their house, tax, tax for tax purposes. And when I say they take stuff out their house, they have the most amazing, beautiful stuff that they put on the side of the curb like trash. Scout's honor. Anybody that been to Germany, Europe, comment down below. I was in Stuttgart, Germany for 4 years. Stuttgart, Germany. My kid's father was stationed at Echterdingen Air Force Base, our military base, Echterdingen, and we lived on Nelliken Barracks. Bad Constant, when it's a Bad Constant, 5th General Hospital is where my daughter, my third child, was born at, a military hospital. Robinson Barracks. Okay. So I apologized to her. and we was cool. So I'm saying this to say, be mindful of how you treat people, even if they didn't say it, but you feel it deep within you. Like, wait a minute, I haven't been talking to her as much, or him as much, or them as much, because it could be a guy too. And she did something before I'm about to end this live. She did something. It was Christmas of 91. A kid's father was in uh, Desert Storm, okay? War, okay? Gulf War. I didn't have a car. I had no Christmas tree. She had a orange Volvo station wagon. And when I would go grocery shopping, there was a little PX and a shop at, they call them. I used to work at the military PX on the same military installation where we lived at. It probably was the size of Dollar General or what's the other, Family Dollars, okay? But I ran the front, and then they had electronics. Somebody was in the back, and then someone was back. They had a lot of stuff, but it was a smaller PX. Military store PX. They used to call their like quick trips and stuff shop-ats, okay? And so she came up that hill, because it was a little hill, and she humped. We had some big rooms, a lot of storage, and the windows would go either this way open or you can open it like a door. And she hung. She said, "Girl, come down here." Da 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 da. I went downstairs. She had went and got me a Christmas tree, a real one, and the guy gave it to her for free because he was about to close. She helped me. Well, I helped her. We helped each other. I took it upstairs because I stayed on the second floor. What? Let me see. So it was 1, 2. It was 3 stairs I had to go up. And I said to myself, I never will forget that. And I told her these words. She left Germany a month before me, okay? And I told her these words. I don't ever want to meet no one else as a friend, or I don't think I'm going to meet no one else as a friend in that way. And don't you know, maybe I shouldn't have said it, but I don't think it was a bad thing. I haven't met or had a friend since then. And this was in 91. Because my kid's father left to go to war. It was 90. Yeah, 90. And he was there for maybe a year. It's real. And I used to pack him up things and send them. That's another story in itself. But I haven't had a friend since. I'm so serious. I hate losing contact with people. I've talked to her. Her life changed, so has mine. But I wish we could be how it was. But life goes on, life changes. She was a good person. And so was I. But anyhow, on that note, Mariah, big girl, what's that word? On my YouTube? That's a shame. She thought of it. Ohana? Okay. I thought so. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Okay, wait a minute. I'm about to get off here now. Ohana, meaning family. So when you hear me call you that, I said, she corrected me. She didn't hear me say the S. Ohanas, because it's more than one. That means family. So that I will get a shirt made and everything. I'm going to get that made so I can wear it. Just gave myself an idea. Ohanas mean family. So as always, Be you. Do you for you and love you. Those are my sayings. Thank you, Thursday.